Hi, I'm Rachel, and today we are going to be doing a review on Through a Glass Darkly, which was the season 5/winter premiere of Pretty Little Liars. So, yeah, let's just get started. So the episode starts off with that weird detective lady just like sniffing some flowers, being weird, whatever, sniff your flowers. I don't even care. Doesn't faze me. I don't trust no one in the show. Everyone's weird. So, then the next shot is the church where every funeral's at. You never see them going to church just to be going to church, you know. It's always for a funeral. So, the girls are walking out and it says 3 months later. And they're having a conversation about how it's been 5 months? Let's see. If it's 3 months after Christmas, and Christmas was 4 months. It's been 4 or 5 months since Mona's murder, and they cannot find any evidence to prove that Allie was involved. There's no body, there's no evidence or even a murder weapon or anything. So that was weird. So they're having that conversation. As they're having that conversation, Miss Allie walks in with her bright floral pink dress. I mean, it was a little weird. I mean, for her to wear a pink dress, she was trying to act like she cared about Mona or wasn't involved in Mona, you would have showed up a little more respectful than in a floral pink dress or whatever. So she walks in. It was very cute though. I'm not gonna lie, I would wear it. They all looked cute. I kind of just didn't like Hannah's dress. Wasn't feeling Hannah's dress or Spencer's really either. Kind of looked like a 5-year-old. Little. That's just me though. I have my own style. So anyways, she walks up to Mona's mom, who is not in the right state of mind. Why are you walking up to Mona's mom in the first place? I understand you're trying to make yourself look good so no one puts you in jail. I get that. And I don't think you killed Allie. I mean, I don't think you killed Mona, Allie. But it was the wrong place and time to do it. And she walks up to her and she's like, I just want to say I'm sorry for your loss. And like, I understand. I mean, I had no involvement with the disappearance of your daughter. And before she could like say anything else, Mona's mom slaps her like, and I'm bad at it's that bad. That was horrible. Whatever. I'm a little loopy. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying to make this video. I've been trying to make this video for 2 hours now. It's a lot of drama, but my webcam won't work, so there's that story. Sidetracking. Okay. Mona's mom slaps her, and she's like, what would you really expect? What did you expect? Her mom is crazy right now. She just lost her daughter. It's only been 4 months. It's not like it's been like 8-9 months. It's only been 4 months since she lost her daughter. She's gonna be cuckoo. But I guess she didn't think that. She was just trying to make a good name for herself. It wasn't because she sincerely cared about Mona. Let's get that straight. I'm not saying she killed Mona, but I'm not saying she cared that Mona died or not. Let's be real. She's happy she's gone. And if she had some involvement in it, I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't think she's the one that actually killed her. They're making it look too suspicious. Whenever they do that, it's never the case. Like, they did that with Ezra. He was writing a book. So, I'm just saying. Toby was involved in helping Spencer. Like, whenever they make someone look obvious, it's never them, unless if they say it themselves. You know, like with Mona. And that's another thing. Everyone's acting like Mona was so great when she was psycho too. Everyone seems to forget that. So, moving on, what else happened in the episode? So after Mona's mom slaps Allie, and Allie acts all shocked and stuff, Hannah goes and grabs Mona's mom, Miss Vanderwald, I don't know, and she grabs her, and they end up going back to her house, and they talk about the funeral, and the mom is like, whew, my train of thought's going off. The mom was like, I don't know what I was thinking doing a funeral without a body. That was crazy, or something along those lines is what she said. Then Hannah said that funeral helped a lot of people, like move on or whatever. And Mona's mom was like, well, I hope it helped somebody, which broke my heart when she said that. Like, it really did. It broke my heart. And then she goes and she gives Hannah one of Mona's stuffed dogs. So that's how that scene ends. She's like, here, take this. Whatever, just take this. So then we go and we go to Spencer coming home. And she walks home to her dad. And her dad is just there, no mom. Which I think is weird because, sorry, trying to get this right angle. Okay, her dad is there, but her mom is not. Like, how long has her mom been at the spa? Like, really? Like, okay, I'm not sure. I don't remember her being in any more episodes since she went to the spa. But you could tell me if she did in the comments. But I'm getting tired. But let's try to do this fast. He's there to tell Spencer that her mom called and that Bethany Young parents, whoever the hell they are, is trying to revoke Spencer's bail and to put her back in jail. And Spencer, of course, gets scared, because who isn't going to get scared for going to jail for a murder they did not commit? Okay. Moving on. That's all that scene was. Moving on. Toby. Oh, yeah. Officer Toby, who became an officer, like, after, what? A week in cop school? No, like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell? He is going through files of, Spencer's case. Now, this is what makes no sense to me. Normal cops in normal worlds that are not living in Rosewood. If someone is dating someone who is a person of interest in murder, I'm more than 90% sure that they cannot be involved and they cannot look at any files because, I can't think of words. It's 2 o'clock in the morning again. Bias is what I want to say. It would be very biased of them to do that. Like, they can't, like, do that. I say like a lot, I'm sorry for that, if that annoys anybody. But I'm just thinking my train of thought. I was a lot better like 2 hours ago, but now. Okay, so that's what he's doing. He's looking through the files, and then comes in the detective lady. Forget her name again, I'm sorry. I can't think of her name. She walks in, and she's like, those are not the files that you need to be looking at. And he's looking at her. Oh, before that though, he said, this is public records, I could look through this. No, you can't, because you shouldn't even be involved, but whatever. So, she gives him the file, and, she said this is what put the warrant back on, or whatever, for her, Spencer's arrest. This is what made them arrest her at the Brew, which was, a statement by Mrs. D, and saying that she saw Spencer in the backyard talking to a girl dressed like Allison, in their backyard, in the De Lorenz's backyard, talking to a girl who was dressed like Allison. That was the statement. So they was going to arrest her 2 years ago, but Wilden, she tells Toby that Wilden hided it because he's a shady cop, whatever. He was weird. He always did something. Hided it, but Toby pointed out, okay, he hided it, but where was Mrs. D for these last 2 years to say, hey, I seen this and this to another cop, or to Holbrook, or to the lady cop? And they just have a conversation. My god, I can't remember the conversation, but they talk about how and why, like, Mrs. D got kept quiet and stuff. And so far along the lines, everything leads back to Radley. This is horrible. I'm horrible at giving reviews. Probably nobody's gonna watch this anyways. So, yeah. How someone probably paid her off or did something to keep her quiet, something along those lines. And she said, and she's a chairman of the board at Radley. So, there's that. She was chairman at Radley. And then the lady detective says, it always leads back to Radley. Which is true. It does always lead back to Radley some way or somehow. So then as she's walking out, Toby's like, "Where's Holbrook, your partner?" And she's like, "Holbrook is on temporary assignment, on another temporary assignment." Why? My personal thing is, I think she found out about Allie and Holbrook, you know, hooking up. I think that's what it was. Because, like, what else is it gonna be besides that? So that's why I honestly think it was, sorry. It was that. And then, so that scene's over after she says that. And then, it goes to a shot of the brew. And then you see Ezra and Arya in there, and he's talking about how he bought the brew to make into a bookstore. Don't care, I guess. I don't know. I don't trust Ezra. He's shady. But anyway, him and Arya's talking about Mike and how he's dealing with Mona, and Ezra, the nice guy he is, he's like, I'll talk to him about it if you want. I'll say, come help me with my bookshelves. And she's like, you do need help with your bookshelves, which is kind of cute and funny. I don't know. I love Ezra. Don't really care for Arya and Ezra, but together they're both hot. I wouldn't mind being Arya, you know, hot for teacher. I don't know. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. My brain is all over the place. Okay. So he says he's gonna talk to Mike about Mona and stuff. Because Arya can't for some reason. She doesn't want to talk to him about that. So, oh yeah, and there's a boring Paley moment. How they're talking about, oh, I gotta leave, I don't wanna leave, you know. That boring stuff. I'm not a Paley fan. I'm Maya and Allison. I like Allison with Emily. I feel like if anybody can make Allison not crazy, it's probably Emily. Like, I feel like there's somewhat of her that cares about Emily, like, deeply cares. But yeah, they just talk and something about looking at your eyes as a day's work. I don't know. So that happens, and then Hannah and Caleb are eating some ice cream, and Hannah suggests that they should get Grimwald to come in and do like a psychic thing to find Mona's body, so they can find Mona's body and prove that Allison killed her. And Caleb being all messed up, you know, from Ravenswood, which was a stupid show. All messed up on Ravenswood is like, no, you don't need to go messing with that stuff. No, trust me, you don't want to be scarred like I was. It was basically what he was trying to tell her. So then they talk about that, and then it goes to Arya on a park bench, and she's reading a college admissions letter, or however you call it. I don't know. I never went to college, so I don't know. And she's reading the letter, and it shows that she did not get into college. I forgot the name of the college, but the college that she applied for didn't let her in. And then all of a sudden, all you see is Allison behind her, like, bad news. Bad news. Like, you know, like, being the shady girl Allie is trying to dig in there and hurt you. But then Arya gets scared for what reason, I don't know. They're in the public. It's not like they're by themselves, which gonna get to that. And Allie's trying to tell her, I'm not A. I don't know what happened. It's like you girls woke up and forgot who I was, which I totally agree. Like, they're the ones who searched for Allison. They're the ones who begged Allison to come back when she was gonna go back on the run. Like, okay. Like, is that not weird? And now they just turn their backs on her? Like, the part that I don't get is how person after person they accuse, they can't figure out that it's always A framing. Like, they always think they're smarter than A, but they're clearly not. But whatever. Okay, so Allie's trying to convince Arya that she's not A, and she grabs her arm And Arya gets scared, I guess, and does the whistle. I can't whistle, but the whistles that Mona was handing out, like, before she died, she blows the whistle and Alan runs away, which is kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. I really laughed at that part. And then, hold on, I'm going through my list. And then what happened was... Okay, and then the girls, the next day, are having a conversation about how Bethany's parents are trying to revoke Spencer's, bail and try to get her back into jail. So they all decide... Well, Spencer comes up with, convincing someone. They're like, about the alibi, and, they're like, you can't convince her father or something like that, and she's like, I'm not talking about her father, and then you figure out they're trying to get Jason to say that she wasn't there with them on Thanksgiving for the alibi. And then, this video is so long, and then, I'm sorry. I'm weird, I'm sorry. Okay, and then it's, that same day, and it's Ezra, and the same next day. And then it's Ezra and Mike, who just keeps getting hotter and hotter and hotter. I don't get it. Like, he's getting really hot. Arya's brother. He's helping with the bookshelves, and Ezra, I don't know, it's like he was trying to come off as concerned and, like, as, like, someone of good interest, but he came off as very freaking creepy and very, like, why don't you feel pain? Oh, and why do you not accept, why are you not accepting Mona's death? Like, you're wrong. Like, you should be feeling a lot worse when your girlfriend dies or the love of your life dies. Like, why are you acting like it doesn't affect you? When in reality, it's none of Ezra's or Arya's business. Personally, my opinion, because everyone goes through grieving in their own way. Some people are like Mona's mom, they go nuts, and some people hide it all. That's just the way people are. There's some people that hide it and try not to feel anything, and there's some people that show their feelings. And Mike just doesn't want to, because he knows she's dead, but he doesn't want to feel